All right, good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. There is a lot of volatility and in the direction we were not expecting. So this is an interesting one. So really thought we were out of the woods last night, but apparently we're not. So we're going to talk about the macro perspective and also this short-term volatility and see if we can make sense of this movement. Let's go ahead and send a live stream coverage. All right, there we go. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and get the notifications sent up. Yeah, I was not expecting. I was up with a buddy last night, and my alarm started going off my phone this morning, and I was like, "What in the hell?" Did not expect those ones to go off. I did some sort of a pre-market analysis on seeing what's going on. Um, doesn't look as bad as what it may appear, but don't get it twisted, guys. Like this is it was not the direction that we were expecting. Yeah. Well done, Sergeant Major. Oh my gosh. Yep, dude said there might be a capitulation event is what happens. Yeah, like here's the thing though, like my expectation for a capitulation event was not in this direction. My expectation was initially a drop and then a reversal. This is the opposite direction than what I was expecting. I was expecting a dip down and then a pop to the upside. Instead, we got a pop to the upside and then a dip down. So it's not what I was expecting. Make it very clear, guys. Like this is not what we were really looking for here. So it's dangerous right now, guys. Like this is really dangerous. So uh, good news is that most of our bullish biases are still intact. Everything still looks like the macro still looks fine. The problem is our invalidation points are really close. And if we were to close today's candle where we're at right now, that would be a really bad sign. All right, so like right here is not a good place to be. Short term, temporarily, I'm okay with this. But we better get the hell up quickly or this is going to get really nasty. All right, like this could be a legitimate capitulation event that we have not seen it yet. All right, this is a good start, but it could get a lot worse. It really could. Dow is getting absolutely just murdered right now, and that's what's really bringing the market down. So SPX is getting just absolutely slammed. Dow is getting absolutely slammed. Those are the two catalysts that are just completely annihilating this market. DXY is increasing. It bounced off our major trend line. If you guys go back, here we go. So we're going back ways all the way to 2017. We see this trend line that was drawn. I went through there, got the absolute the lowest time frame I could find, and I extended it out. And you guys can see how well that trend line just got interacted with here. So like, yeah, this is definitely a bullish retest. Like this is really nasty. So overall though, guys, like this is not looking good. Like make it very clear, it does not look good. Now there are some bullish cases here. There are some things here that I do like seeing. It's more on the macro perspective and the overall market structure. But for the most part, like this is a very intense moment. Make it very clear. All right, I don't want you guys to come in here and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go in here and make it all feel better and be that super bullish guy that's gonna be in here like oh yeah, everything's all great, guys. No. There's some serious problems with this market right now. All right, so all right, so let's talk about essentially what was happening. What happened to get us to this point? Well, we broke out of a falling wedge, and as you can, I've been redoing the charts. I'm trying to make some sense out of this. Did my mic just go out? No? I think I'm still good, right? All right, cool. I just got a weird. I'm using my buddy's mic, and it made a really weird like beeping noise. I don't know if that would mean like it was turning off. But all right, so let's talk about this. So here is a falling wedge that we're looking at. As you guys can see, we consolidated, broke out. Okay, this was a really nice breakout and a really nice continuation. I was like, all right, you know what? This looks a lot better now. So this is what we're expecting to see, etc. But obviously this morning when markets open, they just completely collapsed this. And you guys can see this happened as markets open. So this is the Dow and SPX dragging this market down. This isn't a, you have to look at the entire market. You can't just look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin had this really, really nice impulse. Everything looked really, really good. And the traditional market said, "Pah, nah, get fucked. This is how it is," right? They just dropped that right on back down. Yeah, I don't really care about the fundamentals of news, guys. I'm sorry, but like 37,000 Bitcoin is a lot, but it's not going to, like, there's a lot of history showing that when you have these major news events happen, the exchanges have already, like, the markets have already made that exchange, and it's not really that much of new information. I hope that makes sense, but either way, so yeah, we had a really nice impulse out. All right, high volume, everything looked really good. Consolidation. This is what I was looking at overnight, and I was like, all right, this looks fine. It's a consolidation. As long as we hold these levels, like, I'm totally good. And then when I woke up this morning, right, it just completely collapsed, and I did not see this one coming. Okay, all right. Given all of that, how definitely we were caught out of guard here, let's look and see what's going on in the macro perspective. So obviously, this trend line is no longer valid. Okay. This trend line, I think, is still valid in some capacity. We're below it right now, but this is very common when you do get a really good capitulation of some sort, right? Some sort of a capitulation event. Trend lines are often busted through, and a lot of times they are recovered. So I'm not really too concerned about the deviation so far, and I still do think this is legit. Yeah, I mean, we had a dark mall candle, right? If you go to probably the 3-day. Let's do it a 2-day. Nope, got to go to 3-day. There you go. Got a Darth Maul right there. So yeah, we have a Darth Maul candle that's been forming so far. So, yeah. So quick up, quick down, back to mean. That's what we're really hoping for here, right? We want a Dark Maul candle to happen. But all right. So either way, if you go back over here, we have these two levels of liquidity. We've been looking for this. These are two swing lows. These two swing lows should act as a springboard for the market, right? But here's the thing. We have now tapped that springboard, and we haven't had that. Oh, we have one right here too. I think this was the 2. I think I redrew all my charts. So let's go ahead and go down here. Let's get rid of that because that one's already been tapped. So these are our 2 springboard levels. These are the 2 levels that, like, no kidding, need to act as a springboard. And as you guys can see right now in the low time frame, it's not looking great, guys. It's really not. This is not acting as a springboard like we were expecting, right? It's still working itself out. I'm still going to give it some time, make it very clear, but like we wanted this to be a dip down, grab that liquidity, and then tap the upside. That's what we're looking for. So I like that we did get some sort of a reaction, but don't get me wrong, this is not a strong reaction so far. Now, if we do start seeing this is what I really, really, really want to see. This is like the path that would make me really breathe a sigh of relief. We come down there, back up here, then we start consolidating, get back above. That is what I'm looking for, okay? I want that these 2 levels should act as a major support or resistance, depending upon where we're at. So beneath it, it's a resistance. Above it is support. I want to see it get above these 2 levels, consolidate, and then accelerate upwards, all right? And now the most important level, I'm going to go ahead and even make it even cleaner for you guys. The bottom level. This is the most important one now, okay? All this liquidity over here, don't even care about it. This is the level, okay? So essentially what we need to see is we need to see it get back above here. Let's go to a low time frame. Let's go to a 15. Get back up here, clear, get back up, and go back up like this. Okay, this is what we want to see. This is a healthy movement and what we need to see for this to be an actual springboard. Because right now, as you guys can tell, it's not. All right. I love how this entire structure looks like a giant middle finger. It's actually really funny. See that? You have a thumb over here. Finger, 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 finger. Let's get one more finger, and then we can continue on, right? I don't know, guys. It's the small stuff, right?
Expert analysis right here, guys. All right. So either way, this is what we're looking for. This is how we're going to be able to recover from this. All right. Now, obviously, this is the bad scenario, right? So I talked about the good one. The bad one is come up here, rejected, and just collapsing. This is also very possible, right? We don't know, and I don't even know which one's more likely at this point on the low time frame. But these are our two scenarios that we like. One of these two is going to happen. I don't know exactly which, but these are the two things. So this one's obviously a green candle. This is obviously a red candle. This is bad if you are wanting to be bullish on crypto. This is bad. All right. And if we do lose this level, like I talked about, there's no support here. All right. Like there's no support down here, like at all. My next level of support down here, 28,000. Okay. This is where we're looking to go to. All right. Now, if we're able to hold this level, then we can start talking about a lot higher. But the point is, all here, I don't expect this entire region to act as anything but temporary support. So my primary bias is if we do lose this level, which, very well could happen at this point, we're targeting 28,000. All right. Now, the reason why I'm targeting 28,000 is a golden pocket of the entire structure. It's also a swing low of this liquidity level, the yearly open down there, etc. There's a lot of reasons, a lot of confluence as to why I like that level. Okay, on the macro perspective. So let's get rid of that. I don't know why that was doing that, but here we are. If you go to the whole time frame, you guys can see right here, 23 to 28,000. This is the level I'm looking for if we lose our current level. Okay, and yeah, like that's it, guys. I cannot stress it enough. That is what we're playing here. Now, let's talk about some bullish things, because there are some bullish things in this market. Make it very clear. Go over here. Let's go to the RSI. RSI. And on the RSI, one of the daily. Oops, I already had one up. Let's get rid of that one. There we go. How many do I have open? All right, cool. So let's go ahead and adjust this a little bit. As of right now, we still are printing a bullish RSI, or we're still printing bullish divergences on this chart. Okay, we're still having bullish divergences. So if you go over here, go to the trend line. This is a lower low. This is a higher low. Okay, higher low RSI. This is a bullish divergence that was formed. Now over here, bullish divergence, lower low, higher low. Okay. Now if we are to, let's say we're to recover that level, okay, because I don't want to see us much lower than where we're at right now, right? Like I do not want to see us drop any further, and I really want to see us get above 36.9. So let's say we close today's candle like at 37.2. To me, I'm okay with that. That's actually a really good sign. I'm okay with that. I don't want to see us at our current level, but closing today's candle like 37.2, I'm fine with. Okay, that's how serious that's how significant these movements are, because that would be above our key level. Like right now, we're currently above it, or we're right there at it. You see that? If we close above this blue level, that's a good sign to me, because if we just pop the upside, I'm very, very happy, right? Obviously, that's be a really, really good one. If we just we're like, oh, no, just kidding. This whole thing was a joke. Get fucked. Here we are. Now, if we close like in this area, okay, and we print this lower low, and we come up here and we actually make another higher low on RSI, that would be a third bullish divergence on this chart and be a very bullish thing, right? But obviously, we got some time before that prints, right? So I'm okay with us being above this level at close, but if we're below it, that's not good. Okay, that's not good. Now, other things I'm looking for. So yeah, we have two bullish divergences on the daily time frame that have been formed. They are confirmed. They are there. Like no shit, they are there. Okay. Now we may be having a third one that is forming today, and we will have that formed if we are above, or let me rephrase it, if we're below this level, okay, the last daily close over here at around 37.6. If we're above 37.6 or below 37.6 and the RSI has not dipped much further, that will be another bullish divergence forming. That means the bears are losing strength downwards, etc. Like it's building up pressure to pop us to the upside. Okay, bullish divergence is very, very good. Now, if we close below 37.6 and also below around 37,000, that would be a bad sign for me. Okay, because then we would not have reclaimed that liquidity level. In that case, it was no longer acting as an SFP, which is my primary bias and what I was looking for. Right, swing failure patterns are essentially a way for whales to manipulate the market, drag it down, tap that liquidity, make everyone freak out, make everyone sell, pick up those cheap coins, and then pop on the upside. That's what they do. That's how they do it. All right. But yeah, let's see. So that's that. Now, another thing I'm really curious about here. Longs have not decreased, okay? If this was a mass capitulation event and all of these longers of the market, all these whales were actually getting wrecked, you would see this drop. And yet we haven't. We haven't seen it drop. So because we're still having this accumulation of longs, my bias still has to be bullish until we actually close below the liquidity. So yeah, my bias has to remain bullish right now because we're not having these major things are not happening right now. All right. Now, if we started having this drop tremendously, which has happened in the past, make it very clear. If you go back in time, you can see we've had some major dips on these longs. Okay, like this obviously would be a very bearish sign, very bearish sign, very bearish sign, right? Like we do have some massive dips that do happen on this chart, but right now we don't have it. This is still healthy price action, or at least the long market still looks healthy because they're still gradually increasing, which is actually a really bullish sign. Now over here on the shorts market, we are having an impulse up, okay? But this is so important though. We're still very, very low on the shorts market. You guys see that? We're still very, very low. So yes, it is increasing by percentage and also by quantity. The quantity is also increasing more than the longs today. But relative to where we are in the macro, this is actually still looking totally fine. Like I'm not concerned by this increase in shorts. Now if it increases past 6,000, all right. Now I'm really getting really I'll have to reconsider that. But right now, as long as we're still in this little, very, very small level right now compared to the rest of the short market, and you can see there have been some massive increases in shorts that do happen across this market, right? Like we see this. If we start seeing this or this and it increases by 20,000 short positions, then obviously that's a whole different situation. But right now, this is not a very big increase whatsoever. So it's not that significant to me. Yeah, longs are going parabolic. Longs are still increasing. This is a good sign. This is what we want to see if you're a bull right now. Okay. What are the other ones? I've talked about a lot of them on here. Let's go. Let's go through our list. All right. Where's it at? Where's my list? There it is. There's my list. All right. So untapped lows. Let's go through these. Untapped lows. They've been tapped. Okay. So this lingering bullish pressure no longer exists. Now is the time for these lows to be tapped and accelerate. Okay. This is it. All right. There are no legitimate lows that need to be tapped. The next lows we have are way below the price action we want to be at. Okay. This region right here, I'm okay with. This region, I'm not. So these lows have been tapped, and now we need to accelerate upwards in a freaking hurry. Okay. The next one we have, the next level of lows that we have is down here at 34,000. Okay. So we've already tapped all this. 34,000 is the only one left, and that's a long ways down, guys. I don't want to go down there, like period. I don't want to go down there because if we come down there, that means that we would have fallen beneath this channel and everything else. That's not a good thing. Okay. Now the parallel channel holding. Parallel channel still holding. Okay. I know it's aggressive. I know this whole thing is like, oh my gosh, it's scary. Parallel channel still holding. This is still acting as a support level. All right, so this entire region is still support because it's still holding on this parallel channel. Now it is a bearish. Parallel channels are bearish macro structures. Okay, but it's still a support level until it is lost. It's still trending upwards until it's lost. And I still do expect, right, until we actually lose these levels, I'm still expecting us to come down up here and retap the midline of the channel, which is the golden pocket retracement. Okay, nothing has changed just yet. Okay, we're close to changing, but right now we're not changing anything yet. All right. So yeah, parallel channel still holding up. Falling wedge, we talked about that. It has now been invalidated. We broke out. However, we have fallen back into it. We tapped the bottom side of it. As far as I'm concerned, the falling wedge is no longer valid. And I'm going to go ahead. That one's dead. Okay, the falling wedge is dead. Weekly breaker, golden pocket holding. All right, let's go to that. I have so many Bitcoin charts. Oh my gosh. I need to I don't know. All right, here we go. I think this is the one I was looking at. So this is, I'm pretty sure this is the one that I was working on this morning. Yep, weekly breaker. All right, we're below it, right? Oh gosh. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. We can be below it for a while, and there's nothing really inherently wrong with that or a problem with that. The problem is if we actually start closing underneath it. We have some time for that. Now, furthermore, we do have a 3-day level right here. I think this is also significant. It's acted as support multiple times. Okay, it has not been lost because we have not closed beneath it. Right now, we're still holding it. Now, the golden pocket is the one that I'm a little bit weary on right now because with this recent price action, we've now fallen beneath the golden pockets. Now we're actually below the 702. So I think the golden pocket actually has been lost at this point. So golden pocket is no longer a valid indicator at this point. So the falling wedge and the golden pocket are no longer valid indicators. Okay, this has retraced further than we were expecting. Okay, than what I would consider a healthy retracement. So we'll have to reconsider if we can work our way out of here. All right, and exactly what that means is I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that yet. All right, yeah, I don't know yet. We'll still have to look. We'll still have to look at that. Basically, because we went below the golden pocket, I think a good idea would be to take some more profits at 42. I would probably take some profits at 42. I think that'd be a good idea. So, and again, we'll work on there where we get there. But right now, just understand we have lost the golden pocket or we've fallen beneath it to a level that I'm not comfortable with at this point, saying it is a golden pocket retracement. So because it's no longer a healthy retracement, now we have to look at an unhealthy retracement, which means that we don't necessarily are expecting new highs here. So 42,000 is probably a good spot to de-risk when we get up there. I think that makes sense at this point. And again, we'll reconsider that and think about it later today. But either way, all right. But yeah, golden pocket has been lost. Weekly breaker is still holding. 3-day level still holding. Extreme negative funding. Are we still extreme negative funding? Let's look at that. I'm not really sure yet. Let's go to net butane. We were neutral yesterday. No, we are no longer extreme negative funding. We're still pretty damn neutral right now. So this right here is absolutely it's a neutral sign. Okay, you guys see we're now neutral. So extreme negative funding is no longer a thing. Interesting. Yeah, if we were way down here in the below side, that'd be really good to see. But you can see a lot of that has already been tapped on this pump upwards. And this is why this movement, I wasn't really expecting it, right? So what I was looking for yesterday was us dropping down first and then popping the upside, right? But instead, because we came up here and had that impulse, a lot of people entered into long positions. So that funding ratio is actually no longer negative. So that is now a neutral sign. It's not bearish, it's not bullish, it's neutral. Okay, but it no longer exists anymore. So right now, the ones that no longer apply, the untapped lows have been tapped. That means that now we need to accelerate upwards. The parallel channel holding is still legit. Falling wedge no longer exists. Weekly breaker still holding. Golden pocket is not holding. We have a 3-day level that is holding. Extreme negative funding, not really. It's now neutral. All right, it's a neutral funding ratio. 2 daily bullish divergences, they're still legit. We actually are working on a third right now, so that is still a bullish sign. And I don't really think this is going to change anytime soon. The bullish divergences still look like they're pretty strong, pretty healthy, unless we have an actual capitulation event, which we have not had it yet, right? Capitulations can get a lot worse than this. We have not had an actual capitulation, so right now it still looks fine. Longs increasing while price decreases. Yes, this is huge. Okay, yes, this is a big one. So the ones that are really still holding up right now, parallel channel, untapped lows, which need to pop up now. Still holding. 2 bullish divergences, still holding. Longs increases while price decreases. Yes, that's still actually absolutely still legit. Okay. Now, if you go over here, what was the last one? Volume profile. Something interesting with the volume is we have a lot of volume on this drop. There's a lot of volume here. So you guys can see this is Coinbase. This is the most volume we've had in since January 23rd, most volume, okay, on this last 4-hour candle. And that was the bottom, that was the capitulation that we had over here, right? So you guys can see, like, this was a very significant moment in the market. We were able to pop the upside, but essentially it was a very, when you have a high volume, it means the price action that's happening right now is very significant, okay? So yeah, it is significant. This price action is very significant. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm really, really curious to see how this works out. This is very intense, guys. I cannot stress it enough. This is extremely intense. Right now, if we were to close our current level, I'd be happy with it. This is a completely fine level to close at. However, if we drop another $200, it's no longer good. That's how significant this is. Now, the bearish signs. And yes, there are bearish signs here as well, right? Obviously, we have a lot of bearish signs. This is clearly a bearish candle. Okay, this is a bearish engulfing candle. We have completely wiped out every bit of gains we've gotten in the last 24 hours. Right? This is disgusting. So this candle is a full-bodied bullish engulfing. So yes, it's a very bullish bearish sign. All right, don't question that by any means. It is a bearish candle. Does it mean it's going to like completely, collapse? No, we've seen it happen plenty of times before where it just basically is still ranging, right? Look, up, like this is what happens a lot. We do get these candles a lot. Okay, so if you zoom out and you look at this, you can be like, all right, you know what? We get this sort of price action a lot, and it still is like chop for now, but we're at the bottom side of our invalidation point, so we got to be careful. All right. Next thing, DXY. I've talked about this already. I'll talk about it one more time. DXY. Guys, this looks horrible. Horrible. Absolutely, disgustingly horrible. And let's go back and find out what I said about that before. Okay. Right here. Now I want you guys to understand this. I'm going to read this word for word because I think it's that significant. This is the most terrifying chart in existence and is a cornerstone to every bearish case. This chart is approaching levels that we have never experienced in crypto. Okay, crypto started back in 2008, I believe, and these are levels that are surpassing that. Okay, the only reason I'm finding some sort of confidence here that we will make it out is because there's a monthly breaker relatively close, which is here. This monthly breaker. Okay, it's relatively close. It's still ways away, but it's relatively close, right? This monthly breaker right here is the only level that we may be able to bounce off of if we just start accelerating upwards. Okay. And this chart doesn't exist in a vacuum, right? There's other things we have to consider as well. Other signs in crypto are bullish at the way all factors. This chart is the scary elephant in the room with razor sharp claws and a flamethrower ready to rip apart the financial system. We are playing with fire until this thing reverses, right? Now, I thought we actually had a reversal. Honestly, I did. I was like, all right, cool. It's finally starting to dip. It's finally dropping. Great. But it fell down and we found support. Where do we find support? A very key level right here. This trend line came down, and I went through on a very, very low time frame and found the closest, the best thing that I could find, and I zoomed in and everything else, and this is where I extended it out to, and you guys can see how it just popped off it exactly. It's disgusting. This is terrifying, guys. So this is absolutely a bullish retest. Does not look good, right? We want this to drop. We want it to drop. We want it to drop. So DXY is absolutely terrifying. And it's yeah, it is what it is, guys. All right. What else? Yeah, DXY is horrible. Traditional markets look horrible. Okay. They do. Traditional markets look just disgusting right now. They still do. I was really hoping that we were able to work ourselves out yesterday after yesterday's bullishness on the after the FOMC and all that craziness, right? Well, it still looks pretty shitty. So today's volatility is just it's not nice, guys. Now we are getting a bit of a reaction on the upside now, so maybe this is all we're gonna get, right? I don't know. We'll have to see. Yeah, we don't really know yet. Could maybe, I don't know. Either way, so yeah, this definitely doesn't look great. Traditional markets still look like ass. Next thing, the trend is your friend. The trend is down, guys. Okay, the trend has been down for a very long time. So what I'm looking for, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to catch a bottom, right? I'm trying to catch a knife. As you guys know, catching knives is very dangerous. So the trend is down. Since 69,000, you guys can see this has been a downward trend, right? So because the trend is down, the trend is your friend. That means the trend should continue down until it no longer does, right? So until you actually get a series of higher highs, which we certainly don't have right now, the trend is downwards. So it's dangerous. And then over here, rejection of monthly breaker, yearly open. The fact that we rejected off the monthly open, or the monthly breaker and the yearly open, is definitely a bearish sign. So yeah, until we get above here, I think like right now we have to start considering as this level as potentially being just a lower high before a continuation of lower lows. Yeah, guys, it's terrifying right now. It really is. So 37,000 needs to hold. 37,000 needs to hold. We need to stay above this blue level. That's where we're at. I think that's exceptionally important right now. If we don't hold that, it's gonna be really, really, really gross. So, how about XRP? I mean, it's probably following the rest of the market. I'm assuming. We could look at it. Yeah. XRP is following the rest of the market, dude. There's not much else to say about it right now. Okay, and I'm gonna make this very clear, guys. When there is volatility in the market, you need to turn off all your other charts. You need to look at these are the only charts to look at. Bitcoin dominance, Bitcoin, longs, shorts, the traditional markets, right? Dow, DXY, SPX, and your total charts. That's it. I do not care about individual altcoins. I do not care when there's volatility because Bitcoin is the foundation. Bitcoin is the cornerstone. Bitcoin is what is really, really important. Everything else is just following along what Bitcoin does. There are some outliers, but for the most part, it doesn't matter. Okay, this is king. Bitcoin is king. Okay, Bitcoin is king, and you have to always remember that. So we will only do anything. The only thing that's going to happen after Bitcoin decides it's safe to move. Okay, and this is on the macro perspective. You're gonna have outliers, but for the most part, especially the macros like the major alts like Solana, Cardano, Ethereum, Bitcoin, or XRP, etc. Those ones are going to follow Bitcoin during these volatility moments. All right, for the most part. So just focus on that. Don't worry about individual altcoins. All right, I cannot stress that enough. It's dangerous. It's really, really dangerous. Look at anything else but Bitcoin and traditional markets. Macro, macro, macro. Um, what's a good entry point? All right, this is the only thing I'd be looking for right now. Okay. Okay. If you were to try to long Bitcoin, now are you doing a leverage long or not? Because that obviously is going to be impacting as well, right? So if we can close, or let me find the chart I was looking at. Where's she at? Where's she at? Where's she at? There it is. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Okay. This is all I'm looking for right now. Okay, this is it. Ooh, this candle looks really disgusting right now. Yeah, this does not look good. Does not look good at all, honestly. Okay. Get above here. Consolidate. Go up, right? If you're consolidating above here, I think it's relatively safe to set a long if you have the proper positions in place, right? So as long as you have a proper risk reward and everything makes sense, right? Your invalidation points are set. Like let's say this is my invalidation, and I want to enter a long. That would make sense. I could target quite a bit higher on here, right? So above here, I think it's relatively safe. Below here, I'd be looking for shorts. Okay, below here, shorts. I would not be looking for longs at all right now. Okay, like I'm not kidding. I do not look for any longs until here. It's a lot of dead space. But yeah, that's it, guys. Like I cannot stress it enough. Like this is not a good sign right now, and until we get some bullish market structure, especially reclaiming that liquidity level, I'm very, 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 very cautious on entering into long positions right now, especially leverage. I think leverage is very dangerous right now. Unless you're very experienced, you know what the hell you're doing, etc. You can look at those micros. Oh yeah, my buddy. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's my buddy of mine. I'm in his. I think I'm in his childhood room. I don't know, man. But um, let's see. So yeah. Um, long still increasing. They're still increasing, guys. Like this is the one thing that's really just given me so many. It it's just weird. It's uncanny. It doesn't like. It's not matching. If this was dropping, then I'd be a much more apt to being like, oh yeah, bearish all the way. But like this is the major thing right now that's given me so many question marks on this whole movement. Interesting. I'm just really curious as to what triggered this movement in the stock market. It looked so healthy last night. Interesting. Because yeah, like this is definitely a stock market movement, guys. And Bitcoin is just, they are correlated very, very closely. And so now when the stock market decides to completely collapse, that's what happens. Yeah, this right here, it's just, it doesn't make sense to me. If we had this, if this was what's going on, we saw a big drop and like that, I'd be like, oh, yeah, we're fucked. Like, oh yeah, this is bad, guys. Like this is really, really bad. Yeah, longs are closing. Everyone's freaking out. The whales are selling. We all got duped. This is it. This is what would give me that sign that like, hey, yeah, you're right. This is over, man. It's time to pack it up and just look for shorts. But it's not. It's not happening. That's the part that doesn't really make sense to me. So it keeps increasing. It's steadily increased while the price has slowly been dropping. And yeah, this is a slow drop. It's not an aggressive like this obviously is a capitulative aggressive drop. But all of this was a grind down. This is chop, consolidation, accumulation. All of this, to me, screams accumulation. It still does. Well, this last candle looks like a flush, like a shakeout, but it still looks like accumulation this entire way down. Oh, man. Just still screams accumulation to me. It's tough, guys. It's really, really tough, but it still looks like accumulation. God, look at this massive, just steady increase in long positions with no pullback whatsoever. Right? To me, this is just accumulation, accumulation, accumulation. And if you go back, like there's actually a period of time where we've had a similar situation in this. Okay, very similar situation, just steady increase. Right? I mean, over here we also had a steady increase. What was going on back here? I think it was a different situation. All right, over here. May 19 to July 20th of this last year. Okay, look at this. Okay, what was happening? Right, you guys see, longs were steadily increasing. What was happening in this period of time? May 19th, July 20th, steady downtrend, right? It was just an accumulation of longs. That's all it was. And then it broke out, and as soon as it broke out, July 20th, you guys see that? July 20th, what happened to longs? Started decreasing because they were back in profit, and they just took their profits and took all your money and went away, right? Same thing. And it's so hard for me to like think of it anything other than that because like that's what makes sense. What else, guys? What else you guys want to talk about? This is disgusting. Zoller went off. Zill. I'm actually curious on this one. Okay. Fuck it, we doing it live. Love you, CB. I didn't even post on Twitter, didn't I? You're awesome. Appreciate it, buddy. Yeah. Oh yeah, Zill. That's right. God, 15% down? Holy shit. Why do you want it here? Oh, that's why. That's smart. Golden pocket. Yeah, I can see that. Smart play. Yeah, I did say, I think yesterday that I did expect this just be a retest, bullish retest, or a bearish retest. You said a weekly 200 or a daily 200? Ah, yeah, it is. You know what? Not bad, man. Not bad. Not bad. I think it's pretty. I think it's a pretty good combination there. I think it makes a lot of sense. Yeah. God, it's just disgusting. Disgusting, disgusting, disgusting. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Wow. Just horrifying. Um. Yep. Oh man, guys, this is sucks. Really thought we were out of the woods yesterday, guys. I really did. That's crypto for you. Not a strong reaction just yet. The fuck? Oh my gosh. Come on, dude. Fuck off. Thank you, CB. I appreciate it. Hey, 199 GCET-19. Go 100x long right now. Just do it. I think that'd be a great idea. Just kidding. Don't freaking do that. That'd be a horrible idea. Probably. I don't know. Maybe it may be the best play ever. Yeah. I mean, guys, this is it. Like we're right here. Mm. So yeah, I've basically laid out what my expectations were. I've laid out what we're looking for here. Like it's letting it play out now, guys. Like and like I want to see it above. This is no longer existence. This is it. This is my line. If we break above here, great sign. If we start trending below it, well, especially on the higher time frames, like I would even say daily. If we get a daily close beneath here, I think that'd be a very bearish sign. Be patient. I mean, you know, this is what I'm talking about as well, man. Like this divergences do exist. Oh man, this is so tough, guys. I really do think that we are going to break out of here because of the bullish divergences. They're forming. They're all forming. I didn't even talk about a. Is there a 4-hour one? Let's look at this. Barely. I guess it does exist. Yeah, 4-hour bullish is there as well. So we do have a 4-hour bullish divergence. We have 2 daily divergences. Like there's a lot of bullish divergences that are happening right now. That's a good point. This dude was a legend back in 2017. Absolute legend. Magic poop cannon. So I followed him way back then, and I still listen occasionally. Go in here and check him out, but he's definitely not as on point as he used to be back in the day. But I still agree with a lot of things he was talking about. He uses a lot of the same indicators, 200 moving average. He uses 200 moving average, bullish divergences. Those are the main ones I look at. He used a lot of pattern trading, which is not really my thing. Are we going to low 30s? Possibly. Here's my thing though, man. If we lose this level, we're going to play a magic trick. It's going to be a magic trick. It's going to magic trick us. We're going to teleport from here down here. It'll be a teleport. It'll be magical. So no, I think we're going to completely skip the low 30s and go straight down here. If we lose this, we're going to teleport down here. That's what I'm telling you guys. I mean, it's no kidding. And if you don't think we've done it before, we have. We absolutely do teleport, right? We teleport up, we teleport down. I think if we lose here, we will teleport down here. Yeah, right? I'm in my 30s right now. 30s suck. I want to go back to my 20s. But that being said, go guys, like here's the deal. Like we haven't lost this yet. Okay, we haven't. So I think that's excessive. All right. Now I don't necessarily think we're gonna. I don't know time frame. First off, here's the thing, guys. Time frames are exceptionally hard to predict, right? It's exceptionally hard to predict, especially during bear markets. Bear markets are so hard. You don't know how long it's going to take to play out. You don't know all these little bounces. The important thing is that on the macro perspective, these levels are significant, and we do come down and touch the levels. But exactly when it happens, that's a really, really, really tough to find. I don't know of anybody who actually manages or is able to predict time frames. Um, yeah, consistently at least. So, I mean, probably moon charts. I don't know. That was pretty good for a while. A lot of people were using the moon charts and astrology crap. So, those are pretty nice, I guess. But I don't really have a way to predict time. So, who knows? Yeah, guys, we're just working this out. This sucks. We want to get back above here. You guys can see, though, this is how significant this is. Like, this level right here, this is how important this level is. It's just, this is it. So, all right. SA7 just asked, what is the best strategy right now to have cash ready to buy the dips? Okay, the best strategy is to wait for confirmation. Okay, it's called buying into strength. And this is the funny thing, right? So we're gonna do some teaching on here. All right, here we go. I'm gonna throw you guys some alpha today. You know how there's 4 major rules to buying and selling, or four times to buy and sell. This is it. These are the 4 times to buy and sell. Okay, and anytime you want to look at it, like this is the rule. You right? At support, sell at resistance, then you buy at a show of strength, sell at a show of weakness. There you go. These are the rules. Ooh, magnet's on. Mess it all up. This is the time to buy and sell. Okay? So, I've already told you guys. Where's support? Down here. This is support. There is no support between here, guys. I cannot stress it enough. There is no support here. Okay? Could you have bounces here? Sure, there probably will be, right? There's low time frame stuff or whatever, right? You may have a lot of different reasons to why it bounces, but essentially, the only major supports we exist right now in this chart, right down here, and also where we're at right now, right? This is still a support until it's lost. So right here, this is still a support level. Okay, but here's the issue though. Buy at a show of strength. Do we have a show of strength? No, right? No, we don't. Okay. You buy at support and you buy at a show of strength. You sell at resistance and you sell at a show of weakness. It can be argued pretty aggressively and pretty well this was a show of weakness, right? But you're also at a support level. So what should you do here? Wait. Right? You be patient. Okay. Now, if you zoom in, and like I told you guys, this is my play, right? This is the play I'm looking for. If you come up here and reclaim this and keep going up, that's a show of strength. So should you buy if you get up here? Or like you know, I'm not going to, obviously I cannot give you financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, so don't take it like that, right? But what I look for is I look for a show of strength before a continuation upwards, right? This is what my buy signal would look like. Getting above here, reclaiming my level, right? Getting above it, show of strength, come back down to my support level. This is where I buy, okay? Now if I sell, where do I sell? You come down here, you start closing beneath it, right? You lose it. This is going to act as a resistance. And if you start coming back up here, bearish retest, and it starts dropping back down again, that's a show of weakness, right? So you have a resistance and a show of weakness. So buy a support, buy to show of strength, sell at resistance, sell at a show of weakness. That's it, guys, okay? So if you were to come down here, and let's say in between here, and we do something like this, and it starts dropping, okay? But then you actually get an impulse out of nowhere. You're like, oh shit, right? Is that a show of strength? Yes, right? So you're like, oh, I'm interested now, right? Now, are you going to buy as soon as it pops? No. But what you're going to do, though, is you're going to find those breakers that were formed along the way. Let's say you have a breaker right here and you just reclaimed it, right? You're like, oh, shit. So if this was formed, you lost it, you got back above it, now it's going to act as a support, right? So now this is a support level. So what do? Oh my gosh, I'm struggling today, guys. I was not planning on streaming this early. But come back down here. This is a support level, right? So you buy here, and then when you bounce up from it, you break a new high. Guess what? Show a strength, change in market structure, right? That's how you play this game. So like, it's really, really hard for me to go on here and say this is the level to buy, this is the level to sell. Well, it's ever evolving, and you have to look at the market structure and price action to see what that looks like, right? You'll have a lot of support and resistances that are formed along the way. Like for instance, let's go to a low time frame. God, it's so disgusting. Even on the 5-minute chart, we still had very little bounces. But like, all right, we have these levels of support resistance, right? This is now a breaker. So if it comes back up here, that is a resistance. Super low time frame, but that's a resistance, right? So now this is a good opportunity for you to sell some position. If you're able to buy here, you sell up here. That's a 3% increase in price. It's not bad, right? You can take a little profit there. This right here, another form of profit taking. Another form of profit taking. So bad example because it just drops so aggressively. But a lot of times when they don't drop like that, you're going to have support and resistances formed along the way up. So that's essentially the broad strokes of it. But I have a really, 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 really good video for you. Okay, like no kidding. Go right over here to the channel. Wow, internet's going slow. Go over here, playlist. Oops, playlist. Trading 101. Literally, they're all amazing. But you know what? If you don't want to watch them all, I understand. I think the first two are absolutely mandatory to not get absolutely wrecked. But these two are very important. Right down here, okay. How to safely buy and sell crypto with high success. This is it, guys. It's a really, really good video. So this doesn't look right. It wasn't an hour-long video. There's no way. Oops. Weird. I don't know why it did that, but it showed it as like an hour-long video, and it definitely was not. Probably like a 20-minute, 30-minute video. You've watched all the videos. Thank you. Awesome, man. I'm glad to hear that, bro. I really hope you learned from it. I really do. Yeah, guys, that's where we're at right now. So liquidity has been tapped. We're waiting for some sort of a push-off. We're above it right now, which is a good sign. Yeah, this is how significant this is, go. That's it. Stressful, stressful, stressful day. I was really thinking we were in the blue or in the clear, but evidently we're not. Let's see what's going on Twitter. Anyone else? Ooh, I love Crabble Crypto. He's my boy. Okay, he's expecting alts to run. I can see that. 35, 36K region. So I actually adopted his targets on Bitcoin. I'm very open on who I follow and where I get ideas from. So like, I actually started following Credible Crypto's thought processes on where he's targeting here, because I did not notice his liquidity levels that he was annotating, right? Those swing lows. So I adopted it right here. See, I don't hold off, and I'm not like, oh yeah, I invented all this stuff. No, guys, like I go through and I look at other people's charts, and I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense, right? So right here, he was looking for a swing of these lows, and that's what we got today. So we actually came down here, we got the swing low, and we continue back up. This is a very healthy movement. So this is what we were looking for. Now, the important thing is are we going to get this bounce, right? We swept those lows. There are no lows beneath here. So this is the point where we need to come down and bounce back up. This is what we're looking for, right? Now, I'm also adding in there all the issues with longs, with bullish divergences, with everything else we're also talking about, right? But I'm combining other trader strategies into my own. Golden pocket. Yeah, it's right here. Oops. So yeah, so Credible Crypto is now thinking that we're going to have a decrease in Bitcoin dominance because we've already bounced off the top level, which is pretty damn similar to what I've been looking at. And that one I did not take from anybody. Make that very clear. But Bitcoin dominance. Oh, wrong one. Bitcoin dominance. Oh my gosh, my internet's going so slow. All right. So as you guys can see, came back up here. We almost tapped it. I guess we didn't actually tap it. We got really close to tapping the top side. So these are our key levels. If we zoom out further, you can see even better. Right, we have a weekly breaker right here, weekly level right here, weekly level. Those are our three levels, right? I annotate them as red, yellow, green because basically, caution. Red is bad, right? Red is stop. Red is jump into fiat or Bitcoin because alts are screwed. Yellow means, use caution, but we're still okay. And green means go time, baby. This is like full on altcoin season 2017 style, right? This is like the big stuff, right? But we came up there, tapped it. Well, on this chart, it looks like we tapped it. On the 4-hour, it doesn't. So is it tapped? I don't know. But we came up here, tapped the level, and now we're dropping back down pretty aggressively. So what I would like to see is us come back down here and then just collapse right through, and then, this happens, right? One step at a time, of course, but overall, looks good so far. All right, I got this pulled up. The Fibonacci video, golden pocket, right here. 19 minutes and 33 seconds, and it goes over the golden pocket. Really, really good. This is a very important one. So, if I only had, this is a tough one. If I could only use one form of trading or like one indicator, I don't know if I'd use breakers or golden pockets. It's tough. Probably golden. No, I don't know. Between those two, golden pockets and breakers are both awesome. Breakers, golden pockets, they're so good. Wait, there you go. These two videos right here, they're awesome. Yeah, guys, we're just waiting at this point. I think it still looks okay. It's not great, but it looks okay. Yeah, no worries at all, buddy. Absolutely. And you guys, if you guys are not a part of the Discord, like you are severely missing out. I'm gonna go ahead and just say it on here, so you guys are aware. But I'm rebranding the Discord and also the YouTube channel. We're going from RTBro's Trading Academy to Precision Trading Academy. Precision. That's what we're going to. So we're changing everything up. We're rebranding because the graduates on the Discord server are being brought in, and they're actually like part of the. I'm bringing the graduates of the Discord server in a more official capacity, and they've already been helping out a lot in the Discord. But now I'm going to give them more equity and how everything operates, and it's now going to be a co-owned by all of us and not just me. So I'm basically giving up ownership from myself to my graduates as well. So if you go over here, where the hell is it? How do I figure that out? Oh yeah, graduates. So it's going to be Melik, Bevi. Where's the other ones at? Well, it's Melik, Bevi, Brains, and also Melik, Bevi, Brains. I'm missing someone. Like Bevi, Brains. I know I'm missing someone. I can't think of who it is. I'm losing my mind. I can't. I'm going crazy, guys. Oh, Crypto Quarantino. Yeah, Crypto Quarantino. Yeah, like Bevi, Crypto Quarantino. Maybe that's it. I guess so. Yeah. Either way, but yeah, we're I'm bringing them in on a more official capacity. So they have been helping out a ton, um, and we're all basically divvying out how we're going to be managing the server and make sure you guys get the most value out of the server, and that's like the most important thing. So um, I want to make it not just me. I want to make it like everyone, like a more of a community. So um, you guys can see like they've been really stepping up, and I really want to give them that sort of authority and everything else. So yeah, absolutely. So really good traders. Most of them actually were pretty new traders when they joined the Discord server, and I think they've all grown like substantially over the last like year or so. And I've gotten to the points where if I've given someone a graduate status, that means that they have proven themselves as being very qualified and like they've essentially graduated from the program, right? Like they're now they now understand it, and I trust them to give good information. And we all talk and stuff. And if they have any questions, we have a graduate chat where we go in there and we discuss things or whatever. Um, yeah, I don't know, pretty cool. But I'm trying to give more authority and give more real agency to them as well. So give you guys better content. That's the big key. I think the content's been slacking lately, and I really want to step it up. And they're willing to step up and help me out and make sure you guys get what you guys deserve, not need but deserve. So um, yeah, I don't know, man. We're just sort of stuck right now. We're just stuck. There's really nothing to take from this. We don't know, guys. This is it. This is where we're at. Yeah. So I'm rebranding right now. I have a new profile banner and all that craziness. We're bringing it in. I'm gonna redo the YouTube channel. I'm gonna redo everything. So everything's being redone. So pretty neat situation. I'll probably do a dedicated video on it soon once I get my thoughts together and really have the rebranding done. But yeah. All right, let's go to market update. Let's do a market update real quick. But essentially, this is the level that will dictate whether I am bullish or bearish. Um, it's the last swing low and the level of liquidity that should springboard us up to upside, springboard us upwards if we are bullish. This is it, guys. Like that's it. This is the level. Um, Still a lot of bullish signs. Can you send me a screenshot of what you're looking at? I'm really curious. Yeah, like problem with reaction rolls. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go through here and I'll manually add you, man. Don't worry. But I'm gonna see how to fix that if that's the case. All right. But I can't be. But this level. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, guys. Um, God, still increasing. I just this is nuts, guys. This is absolutely insane. Uh, Good news is Dow's having quite a bit of a. What's your here? What's your Twitter name or Discord name? If you don't mind, letting me know. What's your Discord name, and I'll go through here and fix it. Um, Where is it? Server settings. I think that was it. Yeah, members. Members. I have a buddy of mine who actually developed this whole thing. So, or actually, I bet I can go in here to the logs. I'm assuming you're probably the last one who joined. There it is. Cool. No roles. Freshman. Stan the Great. Just in case there's an issue, I'm going to add you as well. Oh, freshman. All right. Stan worked. I don't know. It's weird. Trades by Matt. Huh. I don't know if he needs it. I'm going to let him in. I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, guys. There we are. So Dow is starting to park up a little bit. DXY is looking like we might be showing some weakness, but God, it's so low time frame. Long still increasing. Oh man, guys, I don't know. This is what we need to see. Like, this is my confirmation that the bear market, like, we're screwed. This is my bad. This is what really tell me that we're having some serious issues with the market. Um, DXY DXY is a very delayed indicator on a lot of what happens on the crypto. So like I don't know. Longs are increasing, but again, quantity-wise, it's still not much at all. Hell, we don't have enough. We don't have much longs or shorts as we had 3 days ago. Like, it's not many longs or not many shorts that are open right now. Total 3. Let's see if we're still holding our levels. Yep, still inside of our level. And this is the other thing, guys. We're in a weekly breaker, and the golden pocket retracement on the total 3. Okay, like this to me is very significant. This sucks. This grindy structure, like, we're still working ourselves out. It's still working itself out. Like, it's not significant yet. Like, we're still inside this major golden pocket retracement. Oops, I missed it. We're still here. This is still the level. It's so hard for me to be bearish here at this level on altcoins. Oh my gosh. Sucks. Sometimes trading is easy. Times like right now is really hard. Oh, this weekly candle is disgusting. You guys see this? Holy shit. Oh my gosh. Hmm. Son of a man. Trader SZ. That's crazy. Yep. I don't know, guys. Yeah. Ugh. You say that, but a lot of people, when you get that opportunity, do not buy. All right. So I don't know. Do you guys know the history behind this? This is actually really funny. This happened back in the 2017, 2018 timeframe. So you have Walton Coin, right? And I don't know what the history is of it. I don't care, right? But there was there was a giveaway that Walton Coin was doing, right? And it was like, hey, if you reply to this tweet or something, then you'll get then um, you get Walton Coin for replying here and yada yada yada, right? So the funny thing is that someone actually, or let me rephrase this, on that on that post after they replied, right? They used the official Walton Coin Twitter account and replied back and said, "Oh my God, I can't believe I won. Thank you, Walton team." So it's obviously just a big scam. Well, they were not actually giving away stuff. They were using fake accounts to make it seem like they were actually giving out stuff. They weren't actually giving it away. So that was the whole joke here. So I think it's really funny though. So a lot of little nuggets out there. Uh, Walton Coin. Oh, here you go. Right here. So basically, oh my God, I can't believe I won. It's so funny. Yeah, they just used the official Walton Chain Twitter account to respond back and said that they won. So these were all basically fake accounts. It's so funny. All right, I don't know, guys. I don't know what else to say at this point. I think like the levels are established. I think we're pretty clear. Yeah, they didn't even log off. That's the issue. Like it was very obviously not. It was their social media account who actually posted it. So it was really bad. It's a really funny story, and when it happened, the price just plummeted on the coin. It was disgusting. It's actually really funny. It's one of those like little crypto Twitter moments that just completely wiped out their deal. Yeah, it's really funny though. Go back in time, check it out. All right, guys. I think the levels are set. I think everything makes sense. I don't know what else to do at this point, so I'm gonna go ahead. I woke up before I started the stream. I'm gonna go take a shower and get ready for the day. I do have some work I get done, so I'm gonna go ahead and start knocking that out. I'm gonna set some alerts. It's that serious, guys. This is it. This is it. I cannot stress enough. This is it. This is my level in the sand. We're basically there. This is my level. Fuck. This sucks. Sucks. So, yep. Have a good one, guys. Have a good one, guys. So, be safe out there. This market is definitely not decided either direction. Just be very careful. I could see it going either direction very aggressively and teleporting up to 42 or teleporting down to 28 really quickly. So I think we're really at that point. So just be careful. All right, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. Like always, CB knows right there. Deuces, bro. Deuces, guys. I'm out. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.